Hi everyone, Rach here from Rara's Realm. Welcome to my cross-stitching progress, my Flosstube channel, Rara's Realm. I've said that. I am trying to get a quick one done today. I have got someone turning up again, but I don't know when, so I'm kind of hoping I can get this in before she appears in the road. I apologise for looking rubbish, or more rubbish than normal. Like half of New Zealand, I sat up all night last night to watch a cricket game that we lost by 1 run at 6:30 this morning. So I could have slept and got up at 5 and watched the end of the cricket. But I watched it. So I am knackered, a little bit grumpy with my mother. Anyway, I have got 3 things to show you. Something to mention and kind of stash. So I'm just going to crack on. I'm going to try not to waffle. This will be short and sweet. Stitchy last week was a bit rubbish. Probably because I'm still excited about my announcement of last week. So I didn't do as well as I could have and should have done, but hopefully things will settle down. Anyway, the first ball out of the hat last week was to work on my Hade, which is Silent Night Lane by that lady. And I am here, like right here somewhere, a pinprick up there. Pile everything somewhere. Let's do this. Go there. You go there. So what I have been doing is working on one colour, and so I think what I have done since last time I showed it is come further down this 3rd column, which I think if I can see it properly is that one, and I've done the 4th column. So I don't really yet know the best way to work on a Hade. I see lots of people doing parking. It looks awfully confusing to me. I'm sure it makes sense when you know it. At the moment I'm quite happy to do what I'm doing, which is to finish a colour, and we'll just see how we go. So progress, but not heaps of progress. The next ball out of the hat was Pond Lily, and what I wanted to just say, because Pond Lily, oh, it was shut already. Pond Lily has one of my new project bags, see, shiny vinyl front. What I have discovered is, and I don't think it's going to show up very well, you can kind of see it on that side better. With the seam, it's not quite tall enough for me. It needs to be another inch or an inch and a half taller, I think. Certainly with Pond Lily I have to fold this up to fit the chart in and fit it all in and close the thing. So next time I get project bag I've got to make it a little bit bigger. Anyway, so this is the delightful little Pond Lily, and I have started on her dress basically. So what I have done this week is I have finished the whole of the dress, I believe. I don't believe there's anything left of the dress to do, other than beading, obviously, which you can kind of see those dots. That's where the beads will go. And I've made a start on her arm. So again, not a whole heap of progress, but there is progress. The next ball I had out was Cooper, and I'm still up in the top here. And actually I just worked on his head this time round. What I have managed to do is to get all of this blue colour down to the change in the body. So this kind of must be his neckline. You can see, I don't know it's alternating at the moment. There is a colour to fill in those empty spaces. There's a different colour down here. But his head will be a solid, see, I've been up all night. There are no gaps in his head. Hopeless, completely hopeless. Anyway, so there is some progress, but it's not a huge amount of progress. 5 minutes, wow. Okay, the only other thing I thought I would show you is, because I'm going to be on a major dash diet, I thought I would have a look at what I have got here. Specifically, I thought, oh, it's going to fall, look at the Sampler and Antique Needlework DVD that I've got. And I ended up printing, I actually printed off two, but I think I'm not interested in the other one at the moment. I printed off this, which is a single colour. I quite like the look of. I'm not a fan of the verse. It's quite religious, and it also looks to be 1/1. The sampler is the Hannah Harrison sampler from issue 9 of Antique Sampler and Antique Needlework. I haven't actually looked at the stitch count or anything like that. The way these charts are printed, it's all a bit gobbledygook to me. 264 by 275. So it's bigger than what I would normally do, but it's only one colour, so that's one hassle, waste of time, something. You don't have to be fiddling around looking for other colours. So I think I might look, because I could kit this up here subject to the calculations. I could get raw linen here. I just have to order presidential blue, and I have blue, yeah. I haven't placed my sort of, I think I said I was going to kit one more thing up, or place one more order to kit a few things up. Hopeless, completely hopeless. I do apologise. So I will order a big chunk of presidential blue as well, and I can get presidential blue within New Zealand. So anyway, waffling on, which I wasn't going to do. Okay, so my upcoming projects for the rest of this week. So I didn't stitch yesterday. I tried to have a nana nap in the afternoon to cope with staying up all night, so I ended up not stitching. So that was Orchard Valley Quilting Bee I was supposed to work on. I will work on that. I hope I'll get a bit of stitching on it today, but if I don't have a nap again, I might be too knackered. So I've got to weigh it up, because if I sleep this afternoon, I won't sleep tonight. It's ridiculous. So, but I will work on her at Orchard Valley this week in the mornings anyway. So there should be, I should get that block finished. That is my goal. By showing you next Monday, I should have that big centre block in the bottom finished. Then the next thing out of the bag was to do a prairie schooler, and I said I thought it was a red work Santa. Tongue doesn't even work. So in fact I've got a very pitiful start. So I believe the one that I have decided to work on is that one there with the candy cane in the bag. So that's the one that I'll be working on. So that's the prairie schooler. Then the next fall out of the bag last week was my top secret project. So even I don't know what I'm doing for my top secret project at this point in time. But I won't be able to share that with you, I'm afraid, because people from Stitchy Group watch. And then next weekend is Orchard Valley Quilting Bee again. So if I can get by Friday that block at the bottom, I did actually bring it in. I will share my plans, bulk out the video for a couple more minutes. So this is Orchard Valley Quilting Bee, and I have got to finish this block and do these two here, and then it is complete. So if I can open this up without too much faffing around. It's inside out. It's just so big to hold up now. And it's falling off. So I have got a tree to do here, and then the borders, and the letters and date up here. So if I can get that finished this week in the mornings up till Saturday morning, and then I will start on one of the last two remaining blocks, which are these two here. Probably that one, because it's a relatively, should be a quickish one to do, and then I've got one more house to build. So we're getting there, we're getting there. It'd have been good if I had done some stitching yesterday, but anyway, such is life. Okay, that is me. I'm going to go. I apologise for the rambly mess, and I will catch you next week with an update of this week. Hopefully some haul. I need to chase that up, and then it will be choosing some more projects. So have a good stitchy week, everyone, and I will catch you next week. Bye for now.